MLP series review, season 7, episode 1, Celestial Advice. Um, they're not doing openers anymore. This is a single episode opener. Or rather, I don't know if they're doing them anymore. Uh, but like they didn't do one this season. This episode is God darn it, Luna was in this episode and she didn't talk at all, did she? Anyways, and she was in this episode a lot for maybe like more than 3 minutes on screen. Uh, this episode is the celebration for when I click this, it gives me a red. It's really loud. I shouldn't do that. Um, they did this. They're doing the celebration for Starlight, Trixie, Thorax, and Discord beating the Changeling invasion. Um, this episode is it's really good. If you're not a stickler like me, I'm gonna be not fair. I'm gonna be biased and say I liked it more than I disliked it. Um, I give it a 4 out of 5, but it's really bad for the story of the series because like there's a lot of um, continuity issues. Um, One of them is dragons are back to being invulnerable to lava, fire, whatever. They weren't in that episode last season. They were as far as like season 1 or whatever when Spike said dragons are invulnerable to that. Um, and then there's okay. So let me just say what this episode is about. Celestia, Twilight has to. Twilight doesn't have to. She's getting pressured by Discord to have a path set out for Starlight. So she asks Celestia for advice, and then she takes Celestia to 3 scenarios that she could possibly do for Starlight. One is the Changeling Kingdom, the Hive. One is the Crystal Empire with Sunburst, and one is the Dragon Kingdom with Ember. And it's funny because none of these include Trixie, who is her best friend, but I guess she just didn't consider that. She has a good setup, she freaks out. She has a good setup, she freaks out. She has a good setup, she freaks out. Celestia makes fun of. She doesn't make fun of her. She laughs because Celestia did the same thing when she had to send Twilight away. But it's really funny because Celestia didn't send Twilight away telling her she was going to send. It's really bad. Like they did it really poorly. Um, so when Celestia sent Twilight to Ponyville, she sent her just to do the Summer Sun celebration preparations. And then Twilight realized how important friendship was, and then she wanted to stay. So Celestia let her stay. Celestia didn't send Twilight per se. It was a decision that Twilight made to stay there. And this one is Twilight's like, I'm going to send you away. And it's like, that's not at all what Celestia did. And also, the issue is with Celestia, she did not know there were not there's a part in this where she's reminiscing and she's like I was aware of the group of 5 fillies who were very special. They didn't know each other. They weren't friends before. Pinky, Applejack, Fluttershy, Rarity, and Rainbow weren't good friends, and Celestia moved them into a group as friends. Twilight brought them together as friends. It's really it's really annoying that it's really annoying because I like it and I don't like it. It makes Celestia look smart because she's this master planner who had all this going the way she wanted to, but it's not. She didn't know. There wasn't she she knew that they were special individually, but there's the scene in here where it shows them like playing with each other and being good friends, and they weren't good friends. They were special themselves. It, it anyways, yeah, it's a very big continuity bust because of that. Like, no, you didn't know. You didn't know that they were good friends because they weren't good friends. That's why Rainbow Dash didn't even know Pinkie Pie liked pranks. She was literally like, I didn't know you like pranks, Pinkie Pie. It's like, oh, you're really good friends and you both do pranks all the time, but you didn't know that? Okay. Um, so that kind of screws with the continuity of the entire series. But it had a lot of Celestia, and I really like the scene where she's like, I have to send her away, and she's looking at the moon, and she's sad because Luna was in the moon, and like that was good. There's a lot to like about this episode. I really like that Starlight was like, I don't want to leave, which is great. She's like, I want to stay here still because she's still not sure she should, and that's great. I liked that. I like the ending. I liked Starlight's cryy face when Twilight gives her the mirror. I was like, oh, that's so sweet. Um, I hate Thorax. He's stupid. Just remove him from the series, please. Get him out of here. Uh, I like Sunburst. He's pretty cool too. Trixie and Discord's dynamic is fun. Discord's always annoying. I don't understand how his tactics to make Twilight worry work. I guess he's just playing on her already insecurities, so it makes sense. Um, but this was not a bad episode. I'm really not happy that it was not an opener. It was only one episode, and that's it. But I enjoyed it. 4 out of 5 is pretty good. It was way better than last season's opener, so at least there's that. Yeah, we'll see where it goes from here. 4 out of 5 stars.